Imagine looking up at the night sky and knowing that a giant asteroid, capable of immense destruction, will pass closer to Earth than our satellites. Once considered a potential doomsday rock, it has captured the attention of scientists and the public alike. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating journey of Apophis, how it was discovered, why it was feared, and what its 2029 flyby means for humanity. Drawing on the latest scientific insights, we'll uncover the truth behind this asteroid story and why it's critical to prepare for such cosmic threats. For as long as humanity has looked to the stars, we've been captivated and sometimes terrified by what might come hurtling from the cosmos. The idea of an asteroid impact isn't just a plot for Hollywood blockbusters. It's a real concern grounded in science. Events like the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs remind us of the fragility of life on Earth. In 2004, astronomers made a discovery that sent ripples of alarm through the scientific community. A 370-meter-wide asteroid, later named 99942 Apophis, seemed to be on a collision course with Earth. Early calculations showed a 2.7% chance of impact in 2029. A small number, but one with catastrophic implications. The announcement left people asking, how much do we actually know about what's out there? And more importantly, what can we do to protect ourselves? These are questions that continue to shape our understanding of the universe and our place within it. In this video, we're going to break down the story of Apophis into 4 key chapters, each revealing a piece of the puzzle. First, we'll uncover how this asteroid was discovered and why it quickly became the focus of global attention. Next, we'll explore why it was once labeled a doomsday asteroid, sparking fears of a potential collision. Then, we'll examine its future trajectory, including the 2029 flyby that will bring it closer than some satellites. Finally, we'll delve into the chilling question: what would happen if Apophis actually hit Earth? Each chapter brings us closer to understanding the risks and the science behind protecting our planet from threats like this. The story of Apophis begins in June 2004, when astronomers Roy Tucker, David Tholen, and Fabrizio Bernardi were scanning the skies for near-Earth objects. Using a telescope at the Kitt Peak National Observatory in Arizona, they identified a new asteroid moving within our cosmic neighborhood. Initially catalogued as 2004 MN4, this asteroid would later receive a more ominous name, Apophis, after the Egyptian god of chaos and destruction. What made Apophis stand out was its sheer size, approximately 370 meters in diameter, comparable to the height of the Empire State Building. Its orbit also intersected with Earth's, marking it as a potentially hazardous asteroid. Objects of this size have the energy to cause regional destruction and even global consequences, depending on the impact location. For scientists, Apophis wasn't just another asteroid. It became a priority for observation. This discovery highlighted the need for better tracking of near-Earth objects, as well as a deeper understanding of their characteristics. With its size, speed, and proximity to Earth, Apophis was a wake-up call, a reminder of the unpredictable nature of the universe. In the years following Apophis's discovery, scientists closely monitored its orbit, refining predictions and recalculating the risk of a collision. In 2004, initial calculations suggested a disturbing possibility, a 2.7% chance that Apophis would collide with Earth in 2029. For context, this was a much higher probability than most asteroids in the near-Earth category. The media quickly seized on this information, dubbing Apophis a doomsday asteroid, and sparking widespread public concern. Headlines blared warnings, and the idea of a massive impact was terrifying. The asteroid's close proximity combined with its size made it a significant potential threat, one that could release the energy equivalent of billions of tons of TNT. However, as scientists refined their models with better data, the collision risk began to shrink. In 2006, further observations ruled out any chance of impact in 2029, and the risk continued to diminish as the years went on. Yet, the doomsday label had already stuck. What remained was the question: could other, more unpredictable asteroids one day pose a real threat to Earth? Though the initial fears of a 2029 collision have been ruled out, Apophis will still pass incredibly close to Earth during its upcoming flyby. On April 13, 2029, Apophis will pass within just 31,000 kilometers of our planet, closer than many of our satellites orbiting in space. To put that into perspective, it's about 1/8 the distance from Earth to the Moon.
Despite the lack of impact, this close approach will provide scientists with a unique opportunity to study Apophis up close. Telescopes and space-based observatories will be able to track its movement with unprecedented precision. The data collected during this flyby will help astronomers refine our understanding of the asteroid's orbit and trajectory, providing invaluable insights into how it might behave in the future. But Apophis isn't just a one-time event. The asteroid will continue to be monitored long after 2029. With each new pass through the solar system, the risk of future encounters, though extremely small, will be assessed. Currently, models suggest that Apophis won't pose any significant risk to Earth for at least the next 100 years. But given its proximity, scientists are already considering long-term strategies for planetary defense. While 2029 is a safe encounter, it serves as a reminder of the ongoing need for asteroid tracking and planetary defense initiatives. The upcoming close approach could lay the groundwork for future missions designed to mitigate the risk of potential collisions. Although the likelihood of Apophis impacting Earth in the foreseeable future is extremely low, it's still fascinating and somewhat chilling to consider what would happen if it did. If Apophis were to strike Earth, the consequences would be catastrophic. Given its size, about 370 meters across, an impact would release energy equivalent to the detonation of billions of tons of TNT. This is far more powerful than the atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki combined. The impact would create a massive crater, displace vast amounts of Earth, and send shockwaves across the planet. Depending on the location of the strike, it could trigger massive tsunamis, forest fires, and an earthquake of unimaginable strength. But the true devastation would come from the aftermath. The energy released would likely launch huge amounts of dust and debris into the atmosphere, blocking sunlight and plunging the planet into a nuclear winter scenario. This would cause a dramatic drop in temperatures, disrupting ecosystems, agriculture, and food chains. Even if human civilization survived the initial impact, the global climate shift could lead to mass extinction. While the actual risk of Apophis hitting Earth is negligible, studying potential impacts like this is essential for advancing planetary defense strategies. By understanding the effects of such an event, we can work towards technologies and solutions that may one day help prevent or mitigate the impact of a real asteroid threat. While the threat of an asteroid impact might seem distant, the study of objects like Apophis reminds us of the broader risks we face as a species. The universe is vast, unpredictable, and sometimes even hostile, but it's also a place of incredible opportunity. As we look to the future, the need for planetary defense grows more critical, not just to prevent a doomsday scenario, but to ensure the survival of life on Earth. Thanks to technological advancements, we now have the tools to better understand the cosmos and prepare for the unknown. Projects like NASA's DART mission, which successfully demonstrated how to redirect an asteroid, are just the beginning. The more we learn about objects like Apophis, the better equipped we'll be to prevent, or at least mitigate, potential threats. But beyond the science and technology, the story of Apophis is a call to action. It's a reminder that the universe doesn't wait for us to be ready. Every day is a gift, and it's up to us to make the most of it. From advancing scientific research to fostering global cooperation, we each play a role in securing our future. And while we may not have all the answers yet, we're taking steps to ensure that we'll be ready for whatever comes next. If you found this video insightful and want to stay informed on the latest cosmic discoveries and planetary defense strategies, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think? Are we prepared for the next asteroid encounter? Let's keep the conversation going. As we continue to explore the universe, let's remember that our time on Earth is finite, and our responsibility to protect it is immense. The cosmos is far bigger than we can imagine, and while the challenges are vast, so are the possibilities. Live every day with the knowledge that we are capable of great things, both in science and in how we live with our planet.